So this is what it's looking like, and I think the hardest part of it is assembling it. This is good for a child's room, for your bathroom, for your kitchen. It's very easy. I like it a lot. You can make them any size you want. You can spread them more on the rod, okay, or you can pull them closer. You can also have more than two pieces in the middle. So if you want to do 3 or 4, whatever your desire is, you can do that. It's a very playful with the treatment. It's very cute, and I hope you'll be inspired to try this. Hello, good morning. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. It's early morning. Let's hope I'm not sounding too crusty in your ears, okay? So it's good to be alive this morning again. Today I'm going to do a miniature jabot with a swag. Now this swag is done differently, but there are many types of swags, okay? And this one, the fabric is cut rectangular, 2 short sides and 2 long sides. So I've explained to you about these type of jabots. You must have 2 pieces. So this is one and this is the other one, and one goes to the left of your window and one goes to the right, okay? So here it is. What you will do, you will fold the sides and stitch. You will fold the hemline and stitch, and you will fold this side and stitch. And this is just actually a run-on jabot, okay? I will be putting a rod pocket at the top. So as I was explaining before, you will stitch all 3 sides of each rod pocket of each valance, and you will leave the top. We'll be adding a rod pocket to that, and these are actually just run on, and they're called rod pockets valances, okay? So as I said before, you will double stitch these, and you can also add fringe or tassel to the edge of this, okay? And for the rod pocket, I've prepared the top. Now these are 4.5 inches wide. No, I'm sorry, 4.5 inches in depth, okay, the width. I folded off the ½ inch here, and so when I put it on, I will be left with 4 inches, and I'll divide that in 2. I will have a header here, and this is the allowance for my rod, okay? And it all depends on the side of the rod. If you don't want a header at the top, you will just make this 2.5, okay? So your rod will just go here. But with this little valance, the rod pocket, the header, you know, looks very nice with it, okay? So you would, after you finish stitching, you would measure the length of it, and that's the measurement for the rod pocket. And you would also leave an inch or an inch and a half, or whatever fabric you have there, sometimes a little smaller than that, to the sides, and you would fold it over. I've double folded it. The fabric is thick, so I just did a ½ inch and then another ½ inch, just one, and I will add it. And if you notice also that I've creased here, so this one, when I'm going to stitch it on now, I will stitch in this one, and then when I come over here, this one will fold so easily onto the edge of this. You got it. And then I have 4 pieces of these, which is the swag, okay? As I said, they're rectangular. And with these valances, there's no set measurement, because you can spread this as far as you want, and you can bring it also close, okay? So you'll see it when it's finished. So I'm going to be stitching this. It's a tube. Stitch it all around and just leave about a 3 inches opening here to turn it. So I will add my rod pocket and everything, and I'll get back to you. I'll show you the next step. if you, when you see this, when it is finished, I won't be stitching all of these areas. Reason for that is that I have no use for this, so I don't see the sense in me really stitching it all around, but you have to do it. Okay, and then this is very small, this is a miniature, so there's no sense in me really doing that. So here we are. I have stitched the rod pocket, so there it is. So your rod will go here, and this is your header. I've done both pieces. I've also stitched the tubes that I have here. So I stitched and I stitched the corner, and I leave the opening here. So I'm going to turn it over to the right side, and when I turn it to the right side, this is what I have. And I have closed the little area that was left for the opening there, and now I am going to fold off 4 inches here to this end. So you fold this one in this direction, so that is 4 inches. And why I'm using 4 inches is because the rod pocket is also 4 inches, so that is what you want. So it will line up. Okay, you stitch here and the rod will go in there. So that's what you want. And so that one goes in that direction, but this one comes in this direction. Okay, so when you hang it, this is what you'll get. Okay, another little thing I want to point out is that when you do your valances, pay attention to your pattern, your decorative fabric. If you notice here, I only have 1 in this and 2 in this. You don't want to do that, you know, and especially if you have clients, you want to have matching pairs. The reason for this is because I'm working with remnants from the sheet, so it doesn't matter, but I hope you'll take notice of that. The hardest part is actually assembling the valance. So I have one of the jabot to the left, and I have one panel of the swag itself. Okay, so this is what it is. So I put here in the rod, and I put here in the rod, and then I go onto the other panel and put it beside that. So as I was saying, this is one of the swag. So now I've put the other one beside it. Okay, so there it is, and I have folded it here. A little challenging with the camera, and I took it off the tripod, and I'm going to take this one up and put it on the rod, and there it is. And then what I'll do, I'll put the other side of the jabot, the right side of the jabot, and then let you have a look at it.